Everybody, I'm Johnny Indovina of the band Human Drama, and I'm going to do a little breakdown of our latest single, Dying in a Moment of Splendor. For those of you who aren't aware, we are releasing a new album this year, Human Drama is, and what it contains are 10 of our songs from the past that we are doing kind of in a new format, different instrumentation, different arrangements that are all built around beautiful piano arrangements by Mark Balderas. We released a single called Father Sing back in February, and we recently released Dying in a Moment of Splendor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the original versions of Dying in a Moment of Splendor. So this one that I'm first going to play a piece of is from our RCA album, Feel. This was recorded back in 1988-89, and it goes like this. Stop it right there. That's the verse, and I'm going to try and see if I can get us to the chorus so you can hear the vibe and the feel that we gave the chorus on this version. Coming up in a second. Little bridge. All right, that was from 1988. Then we, back in 1996, we did a live album at the Troubadour called 14,384 Days Later, and we decided to do this song on that night. So let's hear a little bit. I know we came up with a really cool, different introduction to the song, so here it is from that live album. Beautiful flute introduction by Renelle LaPlante. I just love that. It's great. Very similar to the introduction on the Feel version. Verse is very similar to Feel. Michael Cervola playing the guitar on this one. Pre-chorus. That's what's called screaming to get your point across. So yeah, that was kind of like the vibe of the Feel album with a beautiful introduction. And later on in the song, we dropped down to a little bit. Let's see what it does here. violin solo here, drop down. So we were already messing with rearranging our songs a bit at that point. And then back to the what I call the screaming version of the song, which was just right back then when we were doing Feel. And this rearrangement was after we had done The World Inside and Songs of Betrayal. So what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and get it set up so that I can do the breakdown of the new instrumentation, the new version of Dying in a Moment. Back in just a second. Okay, I've got the piano track up right now. This entire album is very important to know. This was based on new arrangements of the song by Mark Balderas. The way we came about this, wanting to do this album, was based on a concert we had done at Sala Nesa, a theater inside the University of Mexico City, UNAM. And we loved the way that we had rearranged a couple of the songs, that we felt like this could be the new album. And we discussed it, took our time, and came up with some arrangements. We would work on them together, then Mark would take them home and perfect them. And here we go. So this is just the piano. Beautiful new intro, and we do the song in a different key. Much more intimate approach with just vocal. It'll be just vocal, piano, and bass at this point, but just a very subtle narration of the lyric, which for some reason just felt right to us at this point in our career, exploring the way that a 30-something-year-old song can still be powerful, perhaps in a little bit of a different way. So you heard Mark's intro. When we get to the choruses, let me see if I can get us to the chorus. Let's see, here we are. This is chorus 1, still very subtle on the piano, subdued. Okay, now I'm going to start adding some things in. We'll start back with the entry of the piano in the intro, and then you're going to hear the next instrument that comes in is the bass. Our idea for this album was to get the fantastic solid piano arrangement and then work the other instruments around it. We wanted the overall finished feeling to be 5 or 6 guys sitting in a room playing off of each other. So that was the intention. All the tracks were done separately, so we had to work really hard to give it the feel that it might have had should we have all been in the same room. What can you do? But anyway, here's the intro again, and I'll slowly bring in things. How the bass plays over and around the piano. And then the flute joins in. Haight played the flute on this particular track. I'll give Paul a little recognition there, did a beautiful part. Also, what enters with the flute, I'll mute the flute part right now, and I'm going to bring in a nylon string acoustic. Here it comes. Again, everything playing off of the other instrument and all of them playing to the piano. So let's put the flute and the nylon string in now, and you should be able to hear how they sit together. Beautiful, the way those work, really, really nice in my opinion. And then after the flute and the nylon string enter at the same time, as they're playing along, then will come Len Bertels on the violin. Here we go. So you can see already, that's what we wanted to achieve. Everything playing together. I'll go back right now and I'll just lay the voice on it. And you'll hear it up till the first chorus, and let me get the vocal in. And here we go.
I'm a hero. I'm an actor. I'm a violet shade of blue. Discovered tension, still confused by yesterday. I'm a hero on a mission, staking claims and yielding none. I'm an artist with a vision, seeing hell is destiny.
So, as we had the huge chorus back on the 1988 version and the 1996 version, the live version, we are going to take the chorus up a bit, but nothing that's to do with screaming or pounding your point. More taking it back inside like we did on the World Inside album. Let me go ahead and just play it a little bit before where I stopped, and this will get us into the chorus.
I know the simple tale of a tear, sends the star crashing to earth.
And then we reverse in intensity. We bring it down on this version for the chorus. The verses grow, the pre-chorus gets bigger, and then when we get to the chorus, I'll back it up just a second or two, it's going to drop down and just be beautiful. Len's violin part, gorgeous on this, of course. Can't say enough about Mark's arrangements.
I'm dying in a moment of splendor. For a moment, the glory and the death are one the same.
We pick up the verse just a bit.
I'm an actor, so unfeeling than a flower.
so cool the way the flute, the violin, and the nylon string come in on this verse. Let me just play a little bit of this verse with flute, violin, and the nylon string. Should I add the bass? Let me put the bass in too. You'll hear what everything did around the piano arrangement. Here we go. I just love it. No, I'm talking about my own thing, but I know what me and Mark first discussed before anything existed in these sessions, and then what it turned out to be. And it feels really good when you're able to accomplish something you've never done before, using instrumentation that has never just been used all together in this way, and then to have it come out feeling like a fresh version of this sentiment from that I originally wrote years ago. So I'm going to play just a little bit more of this. You see the idea behind it all. I'll put the vocal in, but before I do that, I want to do one thing. I thought what turned out to be what we call the solo of the song, this is one of my favorite parts on this album, is this solo, the way things work. Let's see if we can hear a little bit of this. I'm just going to pop it right in. I think it's gorgeous. I hope you guys feel the same way. What I'll do is, before I just tell you a little bit more about what we wanted to achieve and why, we do a drop down verse here, and I'll put the vocal back in just for a bit.
I'm a bubble.
And we allow the flute to carry the melody. Here it comes again.
I'm a bubble, almost to bursting, swollen by unrelinquishing pride. I am the shrinking remains of potential, never growing as I
Then we bring it to the biggest point.
I know the simple sting of a tear. I know the simple sting of a tear. I know the simple sting of a tear. And I'm dying.
And back to our low dynamic ending.
Splendor.
So there it is. That's the breakdown of Dying in a Moment of Splendor. It was always so important during our entire career to never make the same album twice. And I feel like once again, we have delivered something that is only our band, Human Drama, in a different way. Maturity, growing, evolving has always been important to myself and all the great players on all of our albums. So I want to say Mark Baldera's beautiful piano track. I played the bass and the nylon string on this one, Paul Pate on flute, and Lynn Bertels, who has returned to us from back in the days of The World Inside, pinups, and Songs of Betrayal. So beautiful having everybody here. I hope you like the breakdown of it. Father Sing, I'm so sorry. Father Sing is no longer available as a single, but Dying in a Moment of Splendor is. And it's available on all platforms. We always hope that you will purchase it, download it, and keep it, have it be yours. And we hope that when 10 Small Fractures becomes available right at the end of July, early August, that you like it and it becomes another part of your human drama collection and your overall record collection. That's it. I'm Johnny. I'll do a few more of these for this album if you guys like them. Thank you for listening to our music, and I'll be back soon. Thank you.